show. I must be the luckiest guy on earth. You're listening to Wyatt on the radio. When you play it, say it. Now here's Libelula with one of their songs, and we're going to talk to them coming up right now. You're listening to Wyatt on the radio. When you play it, always say it.
Convertirme en el arcángel
All right, and that was Libelula from Ecuador, and that song was called Las Rosas Blancas. And coming up next, we're going to talk to these guys right now. We're going to talk to Gus. He is the lead singer and the producer of the band, and Miguel Moira is the manager and the bass player of the group, and there's some other assorted fellas that I don't know quite yet. And a very famous Jimena might know, a famous producer and solo artist from Argentina called MIDI Man, who has actually had a lot of success and all that. And he's in the band and he plays keyboards with these guys. So, they're pretty well established for being, so far away. And they really love more of the UK electronic type sound. So we got to talking, and well, here's what Gus said about how we all met and how all of this came about.
So Miguel told me that he was going to ask you if we could do a cover from your band. But everything legal, just with authorization, so we can publish the song without any problems of copyright or anything. So with due permission, so we can do things in the right way. Just avoid having legal problems. And he says, okay, which song could we cover? And they said, I know you're probably thinking Sending All My Love, because that's their most famous track. And I said, but okay, can we do my favorite song? And he said, yes, what's your favorite song? Don't You Come Crying. And I said, yeah, awesome, yeah, let's do it. So that's the story behind Don't You Come Crying, Libelula or Dragonfly, if you prefer our version. I know the song sounds different. We made it more like a heavy industrial rock track, but we wanted to make our own version of the song, and it's a tribute to you and to your band, and it's a way of saying thank you, man, for being such an inspiration to us. So thanks to you, to your band, and thanks to all the rest of the artists that I mentioned already, like Depeche Mode and New Order and OMD and Pet Shop Boys. Thank you for being our inspiration always, and that's the reason we're still doing this, because we admire those bands so much, and we know that we have to keep doing our best so that we can stay in the business.
It really doesn't matter how you cover it. It's just an honor, man, just to hear somebody cover your music. I think it's great. I mean, a lot of people have covered Sending Out My Love in house versions and drum and bass. It never really comes quite the same. It's a really simple song with this 16-bar thing that just repeats over and over. And it goes into a minor and a major. And it's only got really 2 chords in it, and then all the fancy stuff in between, like electronic music. So, here's Miguel. Here's Gus again.
Well, about the 4th question, once again.
4th question.
Funny story, because as you know, we are an electronic-based music band.
I think so, yeah.
We are big fans of bands like yours, Pauley. We're big fans of Linear, we're big fans of Depeche Mode, we're big fans of New Order, we're big fans of...
It's amazing.
Well, Spanish band called Alaska, we're big fans of
Spanish band called Alaska.
OMD, we are big fans of Erasure, we're big fans of Pet Shop Boys, so that would just be like natural for us to cover a song from one of our all-time favorite bands. The thing is that in particular, why Linear? Because that was Miguel's idea.
I was thinking why.
Probably he's the biggest fan of Linear within our band. So he's the one who listens to your music the most. Okay, and particularly his son enjoys very much one of your songs, "Sending All My Love." And
his son.
Then Miguel told me that he started talking to you. I mean, chatting with you through Instagram.
Yeah.
And he told me the story that you guys started chatting and then you told him that you were from Ecuador, and he was surprised. I didn't know it.
Yeah,
I knew that, and I was going to tell him, come on, you didn't know that you're a big fan of Linear, and you didn't know that there's an Ecuadorian guy there. He said, no, I didn't. I feel so stupid. Says, yeah, man, you are. Says, it's your favorite band and you don't know. So he told me, in the end he told me that he was born in Guayaquil. He lived there for 12 years, I think. He told me, he told me that you live in Guayaquil because Miguel is not from Guayaquil. Miguel is from Puerto Viejo. It's another city in my country.
The beach.
Which reminds me, I have to tell you that...
And I wasn't there for 12 years, about 2 years.
We, in Libelula, we come from 3 different cities. Me and Alfredo, we are from Daule. And Christian, he is from Guayaquil, and Miguel is from Puerto Viejo. So, we're in 3 different cities. We are hours away from each other, so we make the best of every reunion that we have as a band. Either for a gig when we play, or rehearsals, or to record music or videos.
That is the funniest story, man. When they told me that, I started laughing my butt off, because it's clearly stated all over that band's bio, and all that Atlantic stuff. That's why we did a lot of Spanish television, because I was the guy that spoke Spanish, so we got sent to all these countries like Chile and all these places, Colombia, you name it, man. We were there, man. We got gold records from all the Spanish countries, actually.
Well, that was to answer the first part of that question. The second part is about the rest of the members of the band. Well, we are all what you would probably call old school musicians. We're all in our 40s.
Oh, you guys are babies.
Most of us. Just Christian, the guitar player, he is in his 30s, okay, but still not very young.
What are you talking about?
Most of us have been musicians for more than 20 years, so we are all experienced. We all master our instruments, and in my case, it's vocals.
No one ever masters an instrument.
I'm not very good with instruments. I play a little bit of drums and keyboards and guitar and bass, but I'm not very good at anything. I'm probably just good at writing songs and probably producing a little bit. I don't consider myself a great musician or a great singer. As a matter of fact, my TikTok my TikTok's name is The Bad Singer. Well, the thing is that that's what I do. I sing in the band. Miguel plays the bass, as you already know. Christian Valverde, he plays guitar, and our last member, so only 1 year with the band, that's Alfredo Pazmiño, aka Miriman. He is a famous musician in Ecuador and in other countries like I think Chile and Peru. He's very well known for his music. He's a synth pop artist. He sings and plays keyboards, so he's great. That's us.
You know, it's funny. You could talk to any of these guys here, and they'll tell you the same thing. All right, man, we're going to hear another one of your tunes. This one's called My Crime. You're listening to Wyatt on the radio. We're going to play this song, and then you're going to take us out, Gus. You're so funny, man. This whole story is just surreal. All right, man. You're listening to Wyatt on the radio. When you play
How
it,
did I and Miguel met? Well, funny story, but a good one. That was years ago. I wouldn't recall exactly when. I mean, that was probably 20 years ago, maybe. I don't know, something like that. Probably 20 or 18 years ago. The thing is that I already started the project Libelula, or Dragonfly, if you wish to say it in your language. So let me. Okay, I was already with my second bass player, because the first one that we parted ways. I don't remember why. The second bass player that I had, he was a really good friend of mine, but he had to leave the country. He went to live and work in Argentina. So it was a sad departure for the band. So I started looking for a new bass player, and Miguel, he was a classmate with my brother. He was a classmate of my brother at the university, and he introduced us and said, "Well, you're looking for a bass player. He plays bass, guitar, and percussion. So he's a great musician. So why don't you two, give it a try?" I said, "Yeah, why not?" And that's the story. And we've been together since that day. I know that we parted ways once or twice, but we've always been friends. So he was always there for me, and he still is. And he's not only my bass player, he's also the general manager of the band, and he does a great job.
Well, first of all, I got to thank you for coming on and sharing that story and sharing your music. And it's real good, man. You've done a good job. You guys are up and coming. Keep it going, man. You got to move on. You got to move forward and so on. So I'm glad to help. And the story is just hilarious, and it's a great interview. And now it's time to take us out. So like I always say, be nice to each other. It doesn't cost a thing. Donate to the ASPCA, and always donate to St. Jude's Children's Hospital.org. So till next week, I'll catch you then. This is Wyatt on the radio, and we're going to take us out with Libelula from Ecuador with a song called My Crime. So I'll see you next week, right here on the radio. See you.
giants out there is you. Cause there's nothing I can do to make you come back down to earth. I'll keep trying. I know my love was not enough to make you stay another night. Time was my crime. Every time I see you light in the sky, my memories come back to me and I close my eyes. And every time I see you crying out rain, I can even feel you suffering from the grave. And I know the star that shines out there is you. Cause there's nothing I can do to make you come back down to earth. I'll keep trying. I know my love was not enough to make you stay another night. Time was my crime. My crime. Time was my crime. My crime. My crime. And I know the star that shines out there is you. Because there's nothing I can do to make you come back down to earth. I'll keep trying. I know my love was not enough to make you stay another night. Time was my crime. Cause there's nothing I can do to make you come back down to earth. I'll keep trying. I know my love was not enough to make you stay another night. Time was my crime. That was my crime. Time was my.
The latest hits and the greatest memories on CBJRadio.com.
Rock and roll. Rewind. Rewind. Rewind.
With Andy Howard.